Well, welcome back to the channel, and thanks for sticking with me, those that have. You'll have probably noticed I've not put a vlog or a video out for, God knows, 2 months, 3 months, probably, for various reasons. Nothing wrong, really. I'm just lots of different reasons, from, you know, family commitments, things to do at weekends. The weather has been one of them. The weather's been dreadful over the last few months from a photography perspective, where I live anyway. I think from the storms we've had, taking advantage of that down by the coast is good, but it's a fair trek for me to the coast. And, you know, given that my love is more woodland than anything else, when it's windy and rainy and wet, it's not very conducive to woodland photography, unfortunately. So yeah, it's not really motivating me to go out. Plus I've had an operation on my hand. For those that watch the podcast will have seen that already, and pleased to report that's healing well. But that obviously kept me away from driving or operating a camera for a couple of weeks or so. But anyway, enough of me moaning. I'm back. And as you'll have probably seen from the B-roll, I have come out with the intention, and it's, you know, that's the point in this, and it may well be the theme of the vlog, I don't know, we'll see. But I did come out with the intention of shooting a moody black and white shot of Lyveden New Bield, which is the old half-finished building here in Northamptonshire that I actually visited in one of my first vlogs 2-3 years ago. So that was the intention today. It's, you know, it's cloudy, bit of sun coming through. You know, it's now about 3:45, 4 o'clock. Sunset's about 6. I haven't come with the expectation of any great warm light for sunset. It's more to get some mood, hopefully, that I can convert to a black and white image for that particular building, because I just think the nature of it being derelict and abandoned would make quite a nice moody mono shot. So that was the intention. But as you'll have seen, I walked past the old building, and I remember that there was a woodland literally a few minutes walk from New Bield that I hadn't been in before, so I couldn't resist just popping in and having a look, and that's where I am now. Now, I haven't got very high expectations, if I'm honest, that this place is going to yield much in the way of photographs. It seems to be a very wild wood, lots of different species in here, naturally grown. You've got oak, you've got pine, you've got elder, you've got a few birch, you've just got everything. It's a bit of a mess. So, as I say, not got high expectations, but, you know, it's literally a few minutes walk from where I intended to come, so I might as well just poke my nose round for a while and see if I can see anything. And even if I can't, it's one scratched off the list that I know that I've seen and checked out and probably won't return to. So right, let's crack on with today, see how I get on. I'm quite looking forward to it. It's been a while since I've picked the camera up and had a real proper go, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Let's see how we get on. Well, as expected, this is tough. Really busy, really messy, and really unphotogenic. Still nice to be in the woods. So, I think I'm going to scrap a woodland shot and I'm going to head to plan A, which is back to the building. I've forgotten actually how hard it is to get a composition here at Lyveden. There's obviously a very clear subject, being that behind me, the building, the half-finished building. And if you want to know the history of it, go back to, I'll put a link in the corner, go back to one of my previous vlogs, my first vlogs, where I talk about the history of this place. It is quite an interesting backstory actually, so yeah, go back and watch that. But yeah, there's a clear subject, but just finding a composition that puts something in front of that subject to lead you up to it, or to draw you into it, or yeah, just something that's going to make the subject a little bit more interesting than just an old building in the middle of a field, which is what it is. And it's really difficult to do. So I've wandered around for quite some time, and I've eventually settled on, I think I've settled on this composition here, using the reflections of this lake here. Now I haven't got the reflections of the building. God, sorry, I'm fully going to go back in this lake in a minute. I've not got the reflection of the buildings in the lake, but what I have got is the reflection of some of these tall trees that we've got here at Lyveden in the lake, and particularly this tree on the right. The reflection is actually making quite a nice leading line up towards the building, and you've got these sort of dead reeds in the foreground. You've got some nice trees on the left hand side, and then the building itself is lit because you've got the sun setting over that side, and it's just it's just standing out, not like me that's about to fall in. So yeah, but let me just go into the camera. I am going to go in a minute. Let me go into the camera and show you what I mean. Hang on. It's cropped it in a bit too much from the left and the right, so this isn't actually my composition. I'm wider on both sides here and here. But you can see what I mean. We've got these reeds here in the foreground that are operating as a nice sort of lead of a foreground up to the reflection here of these trees over on the left hand side. And then you've obviously got the building there in the middle, nicely positioned on, you know, I guess it's in the top middle third. And then on the right hand side, you see what I mean, I've got this tree here that's leading up to and then framing that top corner. Now I've got no cloud at all above the building at the moment, which is a bit disappointing because I'd like to get some nice moody cloud. That was the intention of today, but there doesn't seem to be as much cloud predicted as expected. But so that's the composition, and I think it works, and I might just now stick around and see what happens to the light and work this composition a bit more. Well, I don't think I'm going to be in luck with the light by the looks of it. That's where the sun's setting over there. It's about half an hour before sunset, and it is looking quite unlikely that I'm going to get much direct light on the building. I must admit, I did expect it because there's a front coming in from the west, and it's quite a big front, and therefore that is going to be blocking out most of the light, I would think, unfortunately. But you never know. All it takes is just one little break, which you just pop through before it goes down completely. Just to shine on the building, and I've got the shot. Otherwise, it might have to just be working with the shots I've got already in camera, and just seeing how I can get on in post, really. As I say, I have got a mono in mind, but I do really need that to be, you know, lit with some direct light to really make that mono work. So we'll just have to see what happens. The good news is I'm out with my camera. It's a Saturday night and I've missed it. I really have missed it. I mean, funny, if anybody watched the podcast, I was talking about it on the last podcast that just went out, and I had lost my mojo. I must admit, I'd gone, what, as I say, 3 months without really getting out. I had nipped out a couple of times. I went to Holme Fen actually after Storm Eunice just to see, you know, to make sure all of the characters had survived, and thankfully they had. There was a lot down, but there was one of the main characters that, you know, I tend to get quite fond of. They're still there, thankfully. So yeah, I nipped there and I got one shot, but that was about it. So that was really the only time I have been out. So it's just nice to get out now and spend a little bit of time. Oh, there's some birds just, oh, I'm gonna miss them. Yeah, oh, hang on. They're gonna go. I've got my, oh, I might have got them. I might have got them. Sorry, there's 2 birds flying over the top of the building, and they're probably a little bit too small to come out in the shot, but you never know. They might work because they're the white clouds behind them, so it might work. But anyway, yeah. So where was I? I'm out. I'm enjoying myself. That's the main thing. I'm back recording videos for you guys. And yeah, got lots of things planned. If you'd watched the podcast, you'll have seen that we've got a trip to Scotland planned, which I am so looking forward to. That'll be such a laugh. That's at the end of April, so yeah, that's good. But anyway, I'll see what happens tonight. If the light does come and I get a shot, then I'll put it up at the end and you'll see the shot. If not, then I'll put up whatever I've got and I'll put that one up at the end instead. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Be a quick vlog, I should think, tonight. I've not done a lot of B-roll, a lot of filming, but just to say hello. So I'm still here. Hope you've not missed me. And until the next time, I shall see you soon. You take care.